Amiibo. What in the world is going on with Amiibo? Is there a path forward, or is there just kind of a wishy-washy mess of prices that Nintendo will just release an Amiibo with a game not necessarily for the feature of this game, but more for the collecting environment of these games? Because Amiibos have no doubt made them a ton of money throughout the years, but now they were once about $20 to $50, which is a big jump from the original price of Amiibos. And it might just get even worse. Now, if you look at it, the Kirby Air Riders Amiibos, these Amiibo are $50. But to use the gimmick that these Amiibos serve, you would need to dish out at least $100 so you can get 2 Amiibos so you can use it kind of like Skylander Swap Force. Now, Skylander Swap Force wasn't that expensive, so what is going on here in 2025? Maybe Nintendo's like, there's a deep value within these Amiibos, these toys, these figures, and the collectors, if they want these Amiibos, they can come and get them. Now, I think that just maybe there's probably going to be even more Kirby Air Riders Amiibo. Like, honestly, we're probably going to be seeing Meta Knight, King DDD, and who knows, probably a lot of other Amiibos. Maybe Susie from Planet's Robot. But overall, these are the pinnacle of Amiibos. Like, what is going on? Are we going to be seeing even more Amiibos? Because some games that definitely would have needed Amiibo never got any Amiibo. So is it just the games that are releasing now and we cannot see any Amiibos for the games that we kind of need Amiibos? Like, imagine seeing an Amiibo for a Pokemon game. So instead of paying for the DLC, you can pay for Amiibo, which is going to give you a Pokemon or something like that. I think that that would have been a much better variety of Amiibos, because right now Amiibos don't really serve that much of a purpose anymore. Now, back in about 2015, Amiibo were great because they served pretty good purpose in a lot of different video games. Some of them, you can use them as the actual character was locked behind the Amiibo. Other games gave you a special, unique power that you weren't able to get ever unless you had the Amiibo. But now, the Amiibo just serves as a early access key that you can get the Amiibo unlock later in the game. Just like the Donkey Kong Bonanza Amiibo. Now, this Amiibo was pretty cool. The Amiibo itself, the figurine, is really, really awesome. But it doesn't really serve a purpose that much. Now, you can get the King Kong, the Kaboom that the Amiibo drops by just scanning any other DK Amiibo. That's way cheaper. Or you can get the dress that it comes with, the Daisy dress or whatever it's called. You can get this dress later on in Donkey Kong Bonanza. So technically the Amiibo is useless after you pretty much beat the game. You didn't necessarily unlock anything special from that Amiibo. Now, I'm not mad at any Amiibos. I love Amiibo. I've been collecting Amiibos for a while. I would say my first ever Amiibo was the Kirby Amiibo for Planet's Robot, and that Amiibo unlocked a special little power-up inside that game which allowed you to float in a little saucer, which was amazing, by the way. I thought that that definitely was a perfect utilization of an Amiibo. Now, I actually never was able to use that until just recently because my old 3DS didn't have one of those Amiibo scanning devices, so yeah. But anyways, that Amiibo definitely served a purpose, and all the Amiibos just then had a great purpose. You buy the Amiibo, you get some extra little toys, some cosmetic or whatever it is. But now, yeah, I mean, the Kirby Air Riders Amiibo are pretty cool, but the price definitely isn't really, really cool. It kind of serves as a Super Smash Bros. Thing, which is really amazing. I love to have my Super Smash Bros. Kirby Air Rider. I'm gonna skill up when he also skills up the Amiibo, so overall that's really cool. But to really use the gimmick, once again, that Amiibo is $100. So that's a little bit of an expensive Amiibo. Now, another thing that we can take a consideration on is the Super Mario Galaxy Amiibo. So the Rosalina in the Lumos and the Mario in the Lumos Amiibo. Now, these Amiibos look amazing, especially the Rosalina. That one is so cool. But you have to wait 6 months for the Amiibo after the game comes out. So what in the world is going on right here? Why do you have to wait 6 months for that Amiibo? And other games, like we're getting the Metroid Prime amiibos. These amiibo come out when the game comes out. Does Nintendo expect you to play through Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2 now, or wait for the game if you're waiting for it, and then just pick it up when these two amiibos come out? Because also, other amiibos do the same thing as these Mario and Rosalina amiibo. So I feel like right now, amiibo is just necessarily for collectors. People that like to collect Nintendo figurines. And there's nothing wrong with that because I feel like I'm a collector of amiibo myself. Because I love amiibo. They look really, really good. They look good on the shelf. And for some games, they work really, really well. Like my favorite type of amiibos are the Legend of Zelda amiibos because inside of Breath of the Wild, you can get extra costumes that you weren't ever able to get before. You needed the amiibo to get it, unless you get one of the little card things, but arguably the amiibo looks better, and sometimes you can get them for pretty cheap, the Legend of Zelda amiibos. But, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of games that could have utilized amiibo, but we're not really seeing the utilization of amiibo to the fullest potential. Like when the world happened to all the other Kirby amiibo when Kirby and the Return to Dreamland came out. We got amiibo for Mario Galaxy, but no Kirby amiibo. We could have used something, like maybe the amiibo would give you a special boost, just like we saw inside of Planet Robobot for that Kirby. We could have seen Mario Kart amiibo that would lock behind a special cart or a special character for that game. Arguably, it would make that game really, really interesting because then you would have a special unique amiibo or a special unique costume, cosmetic, whatever it is, to go alongside with your cart. But we didn't get any of that. I mean, we got amiibos for certain games, but definitely not these super big, super cool amiibos. Because I always wanted to see a Mario Kart amiibo, just to see how it looks, how it would run in game, how things would, be placed into order, to submission, or anyways, I think amiibos are definitely really cool, and I hope that Nintendo continues to use amiibos for different games, because amiibo games are really, really cool. I feel like a whole 8 minutes talking about amiibos is like, wow. But overall, I think that the amiibo as a whole definitely are the greatest thing, because hey, my collection is booming with amiibos, and I will let you know that I actually didn't pay for, I would say, 90% of my collection. Now, I didn't steal them. No, I didn't steal. I promise you, I didn't steal them. I actually traded things away to get the amiibos, and there was quite a big collection of them. So, there's a picture right here. So, the Kirby there, the Kirby on the star, I actually bought that one. The Legend of Zelda ones inside of the boxes, every single one inside of the boxes, got that one. The Donkey Kong was a gift, and pretty much every other one was actually a special thing. It was like a trade that I got for trade. What did I trade here? Oh yeah, that's right. You know how Pokemon DS games are worth a lot? Yeah, so I traded one of those for amiibos. I was like, I already played this game. Oh well. So then I went for the amiibo because now you can use all the amiibos on Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. So yeah, I just jumped into collecting amiibos and I'm loving it. Sucks that the price is going up, but I'll just salvage the internet for different deals. And if you're a first-time collector, let me know what your favorite amiibo is in the comments section down below. Did you collect all 257 amiibos? I believe it's 257, right? Or are you not collecting them at all? You don't care that much about amiibos, but you find them really, really cool or really, really interesting. Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll tell you what my favorite amiibo is. It's that pink woolly Yoshi. Yep, that's my favorite. It's just my favorite. Pink woolly Yoshi is like the greatest thing ever. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a fantastic time. And with that being said, have a fantastic day. See you in the next one. Let me know what your amiibo is. Don't forget. Let me know what your amiibo is.